everybody, this is Krista. Welcome to Magnolia Ridge Farm and Gardens, and today we are going to be making a blackberry sonker. So, what is a sonker? In Surry and Wilkes County, North Carolina, it's basically a cobbler. So, we grew up mostly calling it cobblers, but we kept hearing sonker. And since my parents moved to the edge of Surry and Stokes County, we actually hear it a lot more. My mom works in Surry County. So we actually started hearing it a lot more a couple decades ago because there was the Sonker Festival. And when you go, it's basically a cobbler, but most of the time it's juicier. And depending on which family you talk to, depends on exactly how they do it. Kind of the background, some believe, of how it got its name is it was because it was a very juicy cobbler and you sunk the dough down in the top to rise. And some of the North Carolina accents, especially up towards the mountains, can be pretty heavy. So you kind of sunk it. But I'm not sure, there's some other variations on the history of the name. But that's the one I enjoy the most. And it can be any fruit. It's just whatever fruit you have on hand. Some people will kind of put the dough on the bottom or just on the sides or lay strips or do lattice, much like you would a regular pie. The method that we do is probably closer to what a true cobbler would be. And that is using the milk and butter and sugar and then putting the fruit. And so that mixture kind of breads up around the fruit. But if it's more liquid and you have swimming fruit because you can use the natural juices, then it's more of a true sonker. So the point of them was actually they were made in typically like your 13 by 9 inch pans. And it was because they were trying to make a lot of food to feed very large families or the field hands that were coming in from working the farms after they've been getting up hay, things like that. You've got basically a big gathering of hungry people. You wanted a dessert that was big enough to feed everybody, and especially that they could put these on the wood stoves back before electricity. So that's what we're going to make today. We have all these beautiful blackberries that we've harvested from our blackberry patch that my husband put in last year. And I mean, these are absolutely gorgeous. Look at the size of these. I mean, isn't that amazing? So just tons of these just long, glorious blackberries, and they are thornless, which makes picking easier. So I'm absolutely loving our blackberry harvest. So we're going to make a blackberry sonker today. So stay tuned and I will show you how. Okay, so we have preheated the oven to 350 and we're going to start with 2 sticks of butter. Now you can half this recipe to make a smaller one, but I have a lot of fruit here, so I'm making a pretty big one today. So you have your 13 by 9 pan and you are just going to take this butter and take the wrapper off and put it in the pan and melt it in the oven. This is a 1-dish dessert, which is what I love about it. So we're going to do that right now. Okay, you want to do one? All right. So my daughter Katie is helping me in the kitchen today. So we're just going to put these sticks of butter. They don't have to be cold because we're going to heat them up anyway. But you can take them straight from the refrigerator like we did. Plop them in there. And really, you're just going to put them in the oven until they are completely melted. That's it. So we'll be right back. Okay, so now that our butter is melted, we're going to start putting the rest of our ingredients in it.
Kind of smells like coconut.
So the rest of our ingredients is going to be 2 cups of sugar. Start stirring.
Oh, yay.
Now, if you half the recipe and use 1 stick of butter, it's 1 cup of sugar. All your ingredients are going to be a 1-1-1 ratio. So if it's 1 stick, it's 1 cup, 1 cup, 1 cup. If it's 2 sticks, it's 2 cups, 2 cups, 2 cups. So it's really easy to remember.
Got in my eyes.
All right, and then, and I hope I have enough milk. Oh, just enough. Look at that. Exactly 2 cups. Right,
2 cups and 3/4 technically.
No, that was not a 3/4. That was just a little shy on that first pour. So I put that last little bit in it.
Oh.
3/4 would be almost another full cup.
It looks like milk and egg yolk.
Kinda, yeah. Oh, I forgot I don't have my mic on, so I'm gonna have to yell at the camera. All right, and then we're gonna add 2 cups of flour.
Oh! Got in my eyes.
And I am using self-rising flour. Finish off. All right, so we're also going to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And you can add any seasoning that you want. So when I do peaches, I will typically do cinnamon. When I do strawberries, I like to add mint because I just like the flavor of the strawberry and mint. With this one, I am just going to do the vanilla. If I had some lemon zest, I might put a little bit of that in there because I think that would be good with the blackberries.
Lemons and blackberries.
Yeah, because blueberry and lemon is amazing together. But, all right, I think that's good. So now we're going to put 4 cups of fruit.
My favorite. Homegrown.
All right, I'm going to put the fruit in.
Yeah.
And you can stop stirring now.
That's buttery. I mean, not buttery.
Hold on. I wasn't done yet, baby.
Sorry.
All right, that should be close to 4 cups. Now hold it still until I'm done.
I don't know when it's done.
When it's full or when I tell you. Now you can dump it.
Wow. Ow. Hurt myself.
All right.
That poor little blackberry just sitting in the room.
Well, we're going to kind of move them around to make sure there's blackberries everywhere. Now, you can cook these down into a sauce with some sugar and make it super juicy is one method, but we just like to add the fresh fruit. I don't like adding the extra sugar.
I like fruit when it's covered, so you kind of have to find it.
There we go.
By biting into
All right, so we actually ended up adding more than 4 cups. If I was doing a sauce, I would definitely only do the 4 cups. All right, and so now you're just going to bake it for about 30 minutes to an hour, depending. This one's probably going to take an hour because we doubled the recipe. But you just want to check and make sure it's not jiggly in the center. That's still a little hot for me. All right, you open the oven door for me?
Yeah.
All right, go. All the way down, all the way down.
Release the
All right. So we'll be back when it's finished to show you. Okay, so our blackberry cobbler is out of the oven. So the kids are in here and are going to taste test this for us. It's still really hot though. So y'all are going to have to blow.
Okay. I like hot things. I personally...
Hang on. And you can see mine is more like a cake versus the really wet Sonkers. But if you see down in here, all those wonderful blackberries are really juicy and have just created this wonderful cobbler in the bottom. Is it nummy?
Mm-hmm. Alright, I've never had cobbler before.
Yes, you have. I've just never done blackberry cobbler before.
It's really good.
Let's give it a try. So it's not real sweet because I did not cook down the blackberries and add sugar to them. It's not overwhelmingly sweet. So it's still very fresh and blackberries, and some of the blackberries are tart. So, but my favorite way to do it is with peaches and cinnamon. Second favorite is strawberries and mint. But you can do it with anything. So we will make a couple different variations over the summer, and I will post them and let the kids try them for you. Anyway, thanks for baking with me today. I hope you liked our little history lesson about the Sonker, which is exclusive to that one area of North Carolina. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.